Je suis Tammy from Wham! Here's Tam. Oh, so that's all I know of French. In high school, I took 3 years of French, but I had no one to practice it with. So because of it, I don't know any more than, I do know zut alors, which I think is a bad word, or saying like darn, or something like that. But yeah, I took 3 years of French, and I was obsessed. I think between the ages of 12 to about 16, I was obsessed, like obsessed with everything French. I wanted to go to France. I was studying classes. I was just this obsession with the French people. And on my, I'm Honduran, which is Honduras and Puerto Rican. And when I think, the Hispanic culture has what's called the quinceañera. Quinceañera is when you have kind of like the American Sweet 16 version, but it's the 15 for us. So normally, and I say this very loosely because nowadays it doesn't work like that as much anymore. Well, sometimes it still does. It depends. So it depends how traditional the Hispanic household is. So mine was pretty traditional at the time, and semi-traditional. And for the quinceañeras, what normally happens is you have a big party. At least in South Florida, that's how we do it. A big party, even though I'm not in Florida anymore, but and you invite like so many people, and so the traditional, you have 14 couples, and then the main girl, which is the coming of age kind of thing, and her partner. And the traditional, they would do a dance, sway back and forth, whatever. So it's like you're being presented to the world as you're coming of age, you're now a young lady, kind of thing. And then you have people watching you because the whole party is about you, right? I decided to forego that, and instead I said, Mom, I want to travel because that's what I love to do. I like to travel. So at the time, Mom said, so what do you want to do, Mom? And I was like, Mom, you know that I love French, the French culture and everything. So of course I want to go to France. And she's like, well, honey, it's a little expensive. And, we're talking about the 1990s. Okay. And so that was my thing. I really wanted to go to France so bad. Like, that was my thing. I wanted to go to the Eiffel Tower and just be there and just be one with the world kind of thing, and one with France. And I had an obsession. So anyways, somewhere in there, my parents said, hey, we're going to give you a present. The present is to go on a cruise to I think it was to Cozumel, Mexico. I'm sorry, I should remember this, right? It was Cozumel, Cayman Islands, and Jamaica. Ocho Rios, Jamaica, right? So I was like, oh, thanks. I'm going on a cruise to these cool places. Thanks. And being a little brat, I was like, but what about France? Because that's where I really want to go, right? And they said, well, surprise, you're also going to France. So we're going to our cruise, come back, or go to France, come back, and then go to the cruise or whatever. And I was like, ah! Of course, I'm freaking out, right? So, and I know my parents, looking back, I know they worked really, really hard to try to get me those cruises and that cruise and that trip to France, because it's not, back in the day, travel, well, now it's coming back up too. But back in the day, it was really expensive, and we weren't, middle class or anything. So they worked really hard to try to get me, what I wanted, which was my trip to France. Oh, I think I'm about to get emotional when I think about it, because I guess it just hit me a little bit in the feels. Well, I'm gonna do that off camera. How about that? I'm probably gonna think about everything off camera. Anyway, so I was really excited. Okay, really excited. I went to everything. It was amazing. Our video camera broke just the day before we went to our trip to France, and it's not the video recorders, the the small little things that we have now. It was my dad. It would take up my dad's whole like shoulder. He would carry it. It was like heavy. It's a heavy, bulky thing to take on a trip, but we were gonna take it, except it broke the day before, and we're like, are you freaking kidding me? So we didn't take that many pictures. We do have very, very few pictures somewhere. I don't know where, somewhere in my parents' home. I don't know where, but it was still pretty amazing. I really had a great time. On my 15th birthday in 95, I spent my birthday in the Gardens of Versailles, which was just amazing. It's just the most amazing time. Of course, I went to the Eiffel Tower, which was amazing. It was great. I didn't go to the top, which I think I regret. Or did I? Or I think I wanted to. Yeah, I did go to the top, but I think I wanted to walk it instead of go in the elevator, and I ended up going in the elevator, which honestly it doesn't matter. I was up there, so. The only thing I regret was that I didn't get to go to Louvre. And where the Mona Lisa is. I really wanted to go there so bad, even though I've heard that you can't really see her up close or whatever, but still. And what happened that day was that we thought there was a huge line and we were on limited time. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to like not go today or whatever. Even though I was with a tour group, which it was with my parents, and then the tour, because my high school teacher, my middle school teacher was there with us too, and a few people. So it was a lot of fun. It was a tour group basically, and of people that we knew, and it was a great time. So anyways, I didn't think about it, but we're with this group, so we can't just up and go when we want. And I didn't go inside thinking that there was a long line, and it wasn't a long line. It was people just standing around, but I didn't realize that till later. So that's the only thing I regret, not going inside the Louvre to see the Mona Lisa. I wish I would have. Okay, so where it leads us, here's the story of what we were talking about. So on the way back from France, I'm coming of age kind of thing. I'm 15 years old, and yes, I'm looking at boys, even though I was a lot shyer then. Trust me, I was a lot shyer than I am now. So there was this just gorgeous flight attendant. His name was Frederic, and I always had a thing for Frederic. When I saw him, it was like, oh, like the heavens opened, and the birds were singing, and the stars twinkling everywhere. Just beautiful. I was just like in awe of this man, and I would just like see him pass the aisle, and I would just be like, oh my God, I have the hots for him. I'm 15, I've hit that age where hormones kind of thing. So anyways, I didn't talk to him because I was a lot shyer back then. And so even though when I like someone, I tend to be on the shyer side, which is totally not me. That's how you know I like somebody. I'm like shyer. I'm like, I like this dude. This dude's hot. But I'm not going to talk to him because I'm just awkward. I can talk to everybody in the world, but apparently not when I'm shy, when I see a hot dude. Lord, well, sometimes. But anyway, so this Frederic, I took a picture of him because I remember there was a picture of him, or my mom or somebody of a camera, we're like, hey, can we take a picture of you? And he's like, okay. And he was handing us some paper. It's so awkward. But anyways, I was in love with this man. I was just like, kind of thing. Well, Frederic, I don't know if you're out there, Frederic. If you're from, I can't tell you what flight number it was, but Air France, around June-ish, 1995, hit a girl up. But at the same time, I think you were gay, looking back at it now. I mean, I wasn't the hot stuff that I am now, duh. Just kidding about the hot stuff. But yeah, I was like 15, so maybe you weren't even looking at me because I was 15. He seemed like he was about between 25 and 30, which means he's probably, so I'm 41, so he's probably about 55 to 60 now. He's probably retired. If he kept going with Air France, he's probably retired by now. Hit a girl up. If you're free, if you're single and ready to mingle. Anyways, I'm just kidding. But I really think he was gay. And not because he didn't look at me because I was 15 and he's not a pedo. But just because, like, I don't know. I'm just looking back, looking back at real life stuff. He's giving me those gay vibes. Totally gay vibes. But you were a hottie. Either way, you were a hottie. I would have gotten your number, even at 15. Shh, don't tell anybody. I won't tell anyone. Shh, I would have told anyone. You're fine. You're fine. But anyways, I was obsessed with Frederic for a long time. Until I think the next year, 1996, I fell in love with the actor Freddie Rodriguez. That's a different story of something. That's a different story. I was in a movie once. That's a different story. That's how we ended up with Freddie Rodriguez on my radar. Whole different story. I will reach out to you about that one another day. Or I'll reach out. I'll tell you about that another day. But yeah. So I am going to go out wearing mask. I'm always very protective and I try to stay away from everybody and keep to my own self kind of thing. I don't go where there's a lot of people or try to limit where I go. But anyways, so I'm going to show you a cool little place. I'm going to go to this little coffee shop in Franklin, Tennessee, and which is a little ways from where I am. And I don't know. I think it'll be fun. It's just kind of something to do because today I try not to go out, but today I don't want to stay home either. But I don't want to. We try to stay in the car or drive around a little bit. So with COVID and everything, because it goes both ways. I don't want to give anything to anyone if I had it, and I don't want anyone to give it to me either if they had it. Or have it. So just taking care of ourselves, just thinking about the people. What we gotta do. Be kind, rewind. Oh, you remember that? That's a movie too. Anyways, I will give you an update shortly and stay tuned. All right, I'm pausing this for now. Frederic. So I'm in this cute little town, or West Haven, I think is the name of the place. Anyways, so cute and so adorable. This adorable little magly green, super cute. Highbrow is so cozy inside. Check out the lamps. How cool, huh? Sorry, I took this sideways. Check out the pics coming up. where the dog is. I love it. So check this place out. It's in Franklin, Tennessee, and it's called Highbrow Coffee. They have pretty cool little things in there. It's pretty cool. They even have a doggy bowl. Look at that. That's adorable. You think about the doggies, then I really like you. So look how cute. It's a cute little town. It's a cute little town. Hold on, let's see if I can capture a little bit of the essence. It's pretty cool. Ooh, and the best part. Hubba hubba, do you have some firemen up in there for me? The Franklin Fire Department. Let's see if we can get close. Close. Alrighty, peeps. Just showing you what I did today. On a lot of little adventures today. Today I want to try this place. Let's see. The juice bar. I'm in Franklin. Cute little thing. Let's go up. Oh, look at those beautiful trees. I love it. The juice bar. Let's see what's in there. Love that song. Hey, you guys, so look how pretty. This fall is one of my absolute favorite seasons. I love freaking fall. It's like the best. And it's here, and I'm so excited. Yay! Alright, see you later. Hey, you guys, so now I'm drinking some really cool stuff. This one's called Beachy Greens, and it has mint, pineapple, apple, kale, spinach, cucumber, parsley, and lemon. I have to be careful because of my sugars, but this one has, I think, 68 grams of sugar, which is more than I should be drinking in one sitting. It's pretty good though. Yeah, really good. So anyways, I hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday. And, well, I don't know. I think it's fun. I'm away from everybody, pretty much. In a little corner to myself. There's no one here. And I like that song. So, look how pretty it is outside. So pretty. The sun is in my eyes. Hey guys, it's me, Tams. Okay, so I wanted to let you know I ordered something from Amazon, okay? And they are patches for my Libre sensor. Let's see what. Ooh, this sucker's hard to open. Okay, so see what it says. They are waterproof patches for Freestyle Libre sensor, and 1 out of 2, 1/2. Well, I don't even know what that means, but all right. So if you hear my stomach, sorry, I just had a little bit too much food or to drink or whatever, and so that's why. All right, so these are like clear. So I have my sensor right over here, and this is gonna go on my arm over here, and that way when I shower, it's going to be basically waterproof. It's going to help my sensor so it won't fall off, because sometimes it's easy for the sensors to fall off. Now, I saw this ingenious or genius or whatever idea from this lady on what do you call it, YouTube, and or not YouTube, on the Amazon page. She says if you turn them inside out like this, right, the flaps on the outside, don't touch the sticky part, just do this, right? Then when you peel the rest of that in the middle and you put it on the sensor, it's going to be easier to put on the sensor. And that's just genius. Like, this lady that came up with that, kudos to you, lady. You know what you're talking about, girl, because it's making it easy for me. On Amazon's webpage, she put a video. That's so brilliant, because you're right, it doesn't lose sticky. So I'm going to install it in just a moment. Okay, I'm going to install it. See, this round part needs to go over the sensor. I'm going to install it or put it on my arm, and you're going to see the end result. So let me go ahead and do that. I'll be back right back, because I got to get a little naked. Not really naked, but, you know, take this and off. Hold on. Be right back. All right, it kind of turned out kind of ugly looking, but that was because it was my first time. All right, so it kind of turned out ugly looking, but it was my first time, and I have to work on making it nicer next time. So I don't realize. So let's see here. Let me go back. Okay, so you see you have this piece. So there's actually 3 parts. There's the backing, which is this is the backing, right? Then you have the actual, what do you call it? I'm just going blank, like the actual sticky part, right? And then in the front, you have these little pieces. So when you tear this off, it's going to leave, so there's 3 layers, pretty much. The back, the front, and then the sticky adhesive part. That's the word I'm looking for, adhesive. So the middle part is what goes on your arm. So if you take off the backing first, I love the idea that the lady gave on Amazon, that you take the backing and you reverse it. That way you can put it in the middle. So that actually works really well. The part that I had a hard time with, which I'm going to work on next time, is this part. So, or is it this way? I don't know how it is. I don't know. Maybe it's this way. Either way. Whatever. Anyway, so that part was the hard part. So now I know there's 3 parts. I didn't realize there were 3 parts. So it makes it really thin. So it's actually really, really thin. So I already tested it with my my Libre machine, and it works perfectly. The only thing, it looks kind of ugly because of the way I installed it, because it was my first time installing it. So next time I should get better at it. But so this piece right here will last about 14 days, at least for the Libre 2. And then I should be able to take that little sticky part that I put on there. The reason I bought that sticky part is because anything could just like bump this sensor thing, and then comes out of your arm, and there is money wasted, of course, because then you can't use it once it comes off your arm. So I hope that was a little bit educational. You can buy a bunch of these on, it's a 14-day sensor sticker. Oh, it says how to use. I guess I should have seen that. And then I see. So basically, yeah, it says to try to rub the patch soft from the center to the edges to activate the adhesive. So that's what I didn't really do. Either way, so I like how it works, and it that way my adhesive, I can shower and not worry about like scrubbing there, because it's gonna keep it on there. The problem is that the sensor, the little adhesive, doesn't stay there long enough, And so that's why I need this so it can last longer. So after 14 days, I'm going to take it off. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. All right. Let's see. And I guess that's all I wanted to say. I know it was a really productive day for me, or it was a fun day, actually. I got out of the house a little bit. I was taking care of myself and others because, you gotta be kind and think of yourself and think of others as well. So I try to keep to myself. That's pretty much what I did. What else? It was a really fun Sunday. It gave me something to do. I'm back home with my babies. I love my babies. My hair is a mess. Ignore that. But I hope you have a beautiful Sunday, or what's left of it. And subscribe, hit the bell, and everything else. If you want to, you don't have to. That's so easy. And tell me any cool stories yourself, if you have anything in the comments below. Also, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below, and I will try to answer your questions. And I hope I gain new friends. I hope I'm a new friend for you, and I feel like you can never have too many friends. Unless you're the background. No, just kidding. But have a very blessed weekend, the rest of, or what's left of it, and very positive weekend. And if you have to work tomorrow, so sorry. I am on staycay for a couple more days, but I'm doing some volunteering. So my job has several opportunities to volunteer, and you can sign up. It's an hour for each session. I signed up. I don't know. I'm a very volunteer-ish kind of person. Like even at work, they're like, "Hey, can I get any volunteers?" I'm the first one every time. It don't matter where it is. And when somebody's like, "Hey, I need a volunteer," I'm probably the first one to get up there and say, "Oh, I volunteer." Make an idiot myself. It's okay. So of course, when something came up, I was like, I'm gonna volunteer because that's just who I am. I volunteer for everything if I can. I know I'm working with some children, or doing recording something for the children. Also working with certain indigenous, for one of the groups. We have this thing called Employee Resources Group, and we can be part of all these different groups that are kind of like, they meet, like there's the women's group and the African American group, the Latino group, the Asian American group, the open, which is the LBG, sorry, there's so many letters, LBGT, I know, I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Plus, there's also the military group. There is the Native American group now. I feel like there's a bunch of them. I'm sure there's a bunch of, I'm part of pretty much all of them because I just volunteer. I want to help everyone. Like, I love people. I love everyone. So if I can help your group, then I will help your group. Like, you're humans. So let's help humans. Don't matter, like, we are. Let's help humans. So I'm going to be working with some kind of wildlife thing. And, I really wanted to do this puppy thing, but I can't do the puppy thing because it's on a day that I go back to work. Aww. And then writing letters for cancer survivors. So I'm volunteering a lot this week. So I have about, the disability one too. So I'm doing a lot of volunteering. I'm doing about 3 or 4 hours every day. Something like that. 2 to 3 to 4 hours. On average, about 3 hours a day for different groups. So I think it'll be fun. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait. I don't know what it's all about, but that's okay. It'll be fun. I would probably do a little bit more, but some of them you have to have supplies, and right now I don't have certain supplies, and I didn't think about it. So, and I knew I was going to be busy, so I was like, I can't participate in certain things. So, I'm all about participating. So, I'm going to work on that this week. I'm super excited. Maybe I'll tell you a little bit about my volunteering stuff. And the good thing is, I think our company matches my donation, so like my donated hours or something like that. So that's going to help the community or certain volunteering groups. So I'm really excited. So it's going to be a busy week this week for me. So I'm really excited. So try to do some volunteering, it helps people. It helps the group. And not only that, you feel so good about it. I love volunteering. Anytime I get a chance, which is not often enough, unfortunately, but when I do, I feel so great. I feel just really good. I feel happy. I feel blessed. I mean, and every little thing counts. And even if we create online thing, because a lot of these volunteering this week will be to create online whatever for their social media page or for sending messages to certain groups, and I'm really excited. So can't wait. So anyways, have a wonderful week that's coming up. Have a great weekend, the one that's ending. I know it's so short. It flies by. Goodness gracious. And I will talk to you soon. Bye. Subscribe if you want to. If you don't want to, then don't. It's okay. I'll still be your friend. So it's peace out from Tam. And she's at Wham. Here's Tam. I keep forgetting my name. Good Lord. And it rhymes too. Good Lord. Bye.